Hey guys, I am back. I am heading back to that place where I was on that nice trail in the nice woods, taking a nice walk. I'm not sure what its actual name is, but Pacific City Trailhead is where I'm heading to. I know the place itself has a different name, but I'm driving on these windy that are nice. It's a nice drive, but people that have lived here for a while are way too comfortable driving way too fast on these roads. And this isn't bad right now. There are places where on the left side, though, that side, you basically, if you go off the edge of the road, you tumble down into a river. And there are a couple memorials on this road. I'm heading on West 22 right now in Oregon. And the scenery is fantastic. It's beautiful out here. But I get it. When they made these roads, they had to go around the mountains, to preserve the beauty and pristine majesty. But boy, it'd be great to have a straight tunnel that just goes through. But this is basically from the house to get anywhere. I have to travel down this, and I'm not complaining, mind you. I love it. I love not having people around me. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I need to slow down. This is the only guardrail. Like, the rest of the road doesn't have one. It's beautiful. I have space. That's not mine, but my dad put that on there. There's the Little Nestucca River, but this is where it looks like the Little Nestucca stream. It's not really a river. I mean, it is a river, but it looks like you're looking at a stream at that point, But this river, it gets as big as an actual river at some points, and it shrinks down to stream size. I just passed the actual U.S. Forestry Ranger Station. That's where I live. I love it out here. And Pacific City is only about 15 or 20 minutes away. This is the historic and glorious town of Hebo. We have a stop sign. Okay. We have not one but two convenience stores. Hebo Market is awesome.
Continue on US 101 south for 5 miles.
It's not if you don't need it, if you don't really truly need it, they don't sell it there. But that's about all they sell. So I'm going to continue driving along this windy road for a while. I'm going to listen to a Stephen King book. I'm listening to The Long Walk because I want to listen to it before I see it. I'm not even sure I'm going to see it. This story is not good, in my opinion. But I'm going to be looking at these mountains and driving, and I'll see you again when we get there. So we're not there yet, but we're coming through the next little town, which is Cloverdale. Just thought I'd show it to you. It's a cute little town. It's a little bigger than Hebo. Lots of dairy and cheese related stuff here. Look how tiny the post office is. The Hebo post office looks like a shack on the side of the road. But, I mean, it's again, really nice, great place. This is less than 10 minutes away. Lots of farming stuff going on. Logging trucks. But yeah, and now we're out of, we're technically, that's always fun, seeing those. I've never been in a place with tsunami hazard zone signs before. I'm out of the tsunami hazard zone, just out of it. But, I don't know if water just stops because the sign says you're no longer in the tsunami hazard zone. All right, you're not going to be able to see too well, but that is the Little Nestucca River again. The same one that was the little stream. That's the river, river size. Like I told you, it switches on and off. And this feeds into the Pacific, kind of at the beaches that I love. One of them anyway. And that's pretty cool. We're still on this little road, twisting around. This is kind of a wetlands area. Love those houses. And we're almost in Pacific City. Coming into Pacific City. I was going to say Pacific Avenue. Because coming into Pacific City, it is just a little motel and beach town area. But you guys have seen this. I've showed you a lot of this. There's one of the beaches with the big sand dune right there. And Cape Coanda Drive, just another sleepy little beach street. I'd love to own one of these houses right here. These are all like vacation rental houses, so they're off the market. So got sand right here, but it ends. And here's the Pacific City pathway. I believe I'm here. And I'm going to go around this way, the long way. This should be a nice photo scenic area there. And the trail comes all the way around. Let's get going. I'm going to do the entire thing. I'm not sure how long it is. Does it say? Did it say how long the whole trail is? It doesn't. That's weird. Well, I don't have my Fitbit on, but maybe I can, I have a walking, app thing here, so I'll set it up. All right, I have a little tracker going that's going to record how far this whole thing is. It's a really cool little place right up here. It is, well, you could see, hang on, you could come and camp with a camper, or you could rent these little cabins, which are really cool. I like them. Here's the woods. And I'm gonna see if I can find one that nobody's in, so I can kind of poke my head in and see what's going on. Let's see. I don't see the light on outside, so I don't think this one's occupied. So you got a little fire pit and a porta potty with a table. Oh, this light is on. Is anybody in there? I don't think anybody's in there. Well, I'm not gonna potentially peek in on anybody, but so as you can see, it's small, and there's no electricity on the inside. There's a little fireplace. There's that looks like, oh, well, there's got to be electricity for the light on outside. Okay. There's basically 2 rooms. It's all made of wood and logs. There's bunk beds over there, and then there's some other, like a chair, a bench. It's pretty cool though. I think they're very, very cool. So I can just go around this way and get back on the trail. And there's water. There's wells for water. Oh yeah, see, it's got a little water well. And then there's bigger ones for like family sized. I mean, not that you couldn't put a family in here, but they have these bigger ones that are like nicer. Anyway, I got to look into how much that costs one day. So back to trailing. Here's the start of the real trail work. Going gently uphill. You saw a little bit of this last time. It's beautiful out here. Might rain based on the sky, but if it does, that'll be refreshing, I guess. All these little trails, they lead from the trailhead where I came in, and then it starts up here. It's just gorgeous as you walk along. When we get to that little scenic area, I will show you the things I brought with me. My, I don't know, call it spur of the moment trail EDC, but we'll see it all. This really reminds me of, I don't know, the Dark Crystal or some kind of woods that a movie like that would take place in. I have some bad experiences following what looks like the trail to somewhere it's not. So this is right here, where it could continue that way. But learning my lesson from Proposal Rock, I'm going to take the path more traveled and go around this way. Still gorgeous, though. Look at those trees. Love it. Now, guy with broken, beat up, bad lungs talking. I did bring an inhaler this time. I remembered that. So, you know what? If I just suddenly heard a speeder bike racing through here, it totally makes sense. I just get down and decide if I was a rebel or an imperial and go from there. I am not that far, but this is just such a cool looking little part of the trail. I thought I'd video it. Have I mentioned I love it here? So I went this way, looking at the topography of the map in the parking lot, because I wanted to get the majority of climbing out of the way on the first half, and then it would be downhill and a little easier on the second half. But I don't know. I hope that theory works. Right now, I don't know. This going up early theory might have some merit. It's still going up, but lots of up and winding around. So I gotta be almost at the top though. Huh. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. This has got to be that scenic view they talked about. So I'm going to stop here and rest for a few minutes and look at the rock. Wow. Guys, that's awesome. I wish I could share that with you in real life. This could never do it justice. You could never see the beauty of this on camera. Wow. So the beach that I normally hang out at is right around there, and then the other one with Proposal Rock is farther down that way. So I'm not that high up. I think we're about 100 meters up if I had read the sign right. This is a shorter hike than I thought. It's still a little much for me right now, but I am determined to get back into shape like I was when I was deploying every 6 months or so. This is a great place to do the what have I brought for my hiking EDC. Okay, so here's what I got, what I assembled just for this. It's a brief, short little hike. So, of course, I've got my wallet. I always have to have my wallet on me. My new debit card. I'm thrilled. I don't know if any of that got recorded. I wonder if my app was talking over it. But anyway, so this is a Remet that came with Monthly Knife Club. It is just astonishingly, breathtakingly beautiful. Matches up here perfectly. It's lightweight. It's got an, I believe, an M390 blade. So should I need to cut anything or do anything like that while I'm up here, this thing will do great for me there. This is a little Coast inspection light. It's not super bright, but if I want to peek into anything or that's weird on camera, it's showing like some kind of weird frequency there. But anyway, it doesn't flash like that. But if I want to, just peer into anything, down logs or darker area of the trail, whatever. I brought a Write in the Rain notebook. This is just a regular notebook, standard thing. Haven't used it yet at all. I wanted to bring the field pen that my best friend Adam gave me. It's much cooler than this, but I just couldn't find it. It's among my stuff in the workshop right now. I 3D printed a little pen holder, and it's in there. I just don't know where I put it down. But I wanted something small and light, so I brought the Boker bolt action pen in case I need to write anything down. I remembered an inhaler with plenty of hits left on it, and yeah, I've used it already. I took 2 puffs as I started going. That was a major stupidity of me climbing Proposal Rock. I did my regular inhalers, my cool inhalers at home, that I do daily, but I have this, my earbuds, they're noise canceling, but they also have like an aware mode, but this way I'm listening to, ironically, I'm listening to Stephen King's The Long Walk as I am walking. So if I ever feel like a pussy on this, I have to say, the boys in the story have been walking nonstop for like 38 hours now. And then just in case, I'm really liking these My Medic, the Super Skin Bleeding Kit. I've used a couple at home, one for me, one for someone else. This came with Medic Box, which I have to start the subscription to again now that I have a permanent address here. But these are great. It comes with a very good fabric Band-Aid, comes with a gauze pad, comes with a antiseptic pad, and then it comes with like some triple antibiotic ointment. So should I stumble down and get a cut or a scrape or whatever, I can just patch myself up with this real quick. And if it's this guy, you'll hear the story of this and this. It's like healed now. And where was the other finger that I cut? So I was working with just experimenting with a new sharpening system called the Cadet Pro. Oh, it fucking works. I've got a Sabenza that, will slice your eyeball if you look at it straight on. This one, tip of my finger. Like just the skinny part, right at the front though, just whoop, right off. Didn't even feel it happen until I saw the blood. So we'll see a whole video on that. Anyway, I've sat down for a few minutes. See down there? That's the trail original height. Not too bad up here, We're I'm trying to get this back to 1. It's not too bad up here. The weather's great. I wouldn't mind the rain right now, but look at the view. And I have been when my shoulder got hurt on deployment in 2012, that ended sit-ups and push-ups for me because the doctor didn't want me banging my shoulder on the ground. Even I was like, what if I do a crunch? And they're like, because you might do something stupid. You might hit yourself on the ground. Beautiful dog. That was somebody else walking on the show. Yeah. Obviously, I can't do push-ups on a shoulder that's blown to pieces, right? And then they decided no running because of the swinging motion of the arms. So I was allowed to first do the walk test. The Air Force has, if you can't run, you can do a walk test. And believe it or not, I swear to God, the walk test is harder because they actually put a heart monitor on you. And so not only do you have to finish, it's a longer course. You have to finish it in a certain amount of time, but you also your heart cannot exceed a certain amount. Anyway, so yeah, the walk test is brutal, but I pass the walk test every time. So anyway, the standard Air Force PT test is a waist measurement. And a lot of people fail that, believe it or not, because they have some very unrealistic standards of that. Like if you're muscular and big, you could fail that easily, even though you're in shape. It's sit-ups, it's push-ups, and it's a run. Now, if you're doing field-related stuff, there's more you have to do that they add in. There's pull-ups, there's we call squat thrusts, whatever they burpee. There's other stuff that you would have to pass on if you have a certain job, certain career fields in the Air Force besides just the standard. I was to the point where the only thing they would let me do, the medical people, was a waist measurement. And I would ace the waist measurement every time. So technically I'd get a 100 on my PT test and have done nothing. So I have not, and then that was before my lungs really got bad. My lungs started to get really bad by the end of my service. They just couldn't keep up anymore. I haven't done any real good exercise in a long time. So being able to come up here and hike, even if I get a little wheezy and it hurts, is great because I need to be doing this. So I just feel great being able to do this. Yeah, on the way down, just as beautiful as on the way up. My lungs feel pretty good. Shouldn't have said that out loud. Damn it. Never say that stuff out loud. This is a great time. This is a great little hiking trail. I'm not sure how long it is overall, but we'll find out when the little app tells me how far I've gone. And I could just sit up on that little scenic overlook for hours and enjoy the view and breathe clean air. And how fun would it be to bring something up there, do like a full video up there? As weird as I might get looked at by anybody that walks by. So, this is interesting. What are these? We've gone from Endor to Jurassic Park. I don't know what these are. But, oh, look, the trail splits again. And I'm gonna go this way, I think. I may have taken a wrong turn. There was an option to take, a turn in the trail, but I did it. I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. I want small woodland creatures to come out and greet me. I want to find Narnia. Yeah, this is... I want to put that old 1980s Soviet camo on and scream Wolverines. That's what I want to do. But what a great day for a long walk. 66 degrees, overcast. So, sun would be nice, but it's keeping the temperature really good. Beautiful view in here. All right. I definitely took a wrong turn because I am now in people's backyards. What a great backyard, though. That comes right up to these woods. How amazing. Love to live in one of these houses. So I guess I'll double back. This exits over here, but I have no idea where that actually is. So I'm going to double back and make the right turn where I made that wrong turn. By the way, in the right setting, in the right environment, this could be a horror movie right here, not a beautiful scenic backyard. Did I just find the Blair Witch? I walked right past this going the other way. It is creepy, yet beautiful. I'm getting the fuck away from it. Well, I'm patrolling a fence line now. I'm not sure where I am. I'm not concerned. Sooner or later, all roads will lead back to where I want them to. But interesting that this fence just appeared out of nowhere. So I'm just going to follow it. I'm sure it'll take me somewhere. I don't know. I got all day. I see the vacation houses and the barbed wire fence, of all things, around the skate park over there. So I'm heading in the right direction, even if this isn't the trail proper. Should be coming up on Civilization really soon. And I still feel pretty good. So I will be back when I am at the exit. And exiting. Use the trail at your own risk. So I don't think I went up here. I don't think I did a straight this way out. I think I came around one of those. I think that's what the fence was, the protected area. But then I think I ended up back here somewhere. Anyway, who cares? I made it. No shooting allowed. Damn. I feel good, though. I feel good for having done it. Yeah. So I'm going to get in the car and drink a big gulp of water. And we will pick this up a little later. Okay, guys, I'm back at base camp. It took a little bit. I was gonna finish this up right away, but cool cup holder in this little chair won't fit my drink. Anyway, that was a great hike. That was a beautiful place. So worth the time. I hope you guys enjoyed coming with me a little bit on it. Thank you for spending the time watching that. And, you know, that's where we're at. If you like these kinds of videos, I'll keep doing them. Let me know. Because I am going back to Proposal Rock. Just to climb it again. Stay away from the cliff, but maybe see if I can find my Demco. Who knows? You know, stranger things have happened. That'd be awesome if I found it. But I will video that adventure as well. I will in the future get like a GoPro or something so I don't have to use my phone. But that's just not in the cards in the budget right now, having just moved across the country. Anyway, thanks guys for spending a little bit of time with me. Remember that you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. I will have a cherry cream cherry Pepsi sip in your honor. I'll be back again real soon.